The heat can affect your pets too.
Patrice and Rondrell, I'm live here at the Fairbanks Dog Park, and it has plenty of places to fill up water for your dogs, and that's because when the people who built it, they knew just how important that was. When the sun is shining and we start to get hot, we need to remember we aren't the only ones feeling the effects of summer.
If we're not comfortable, they're not comfortable. At least we have the option to maybe wear less clothes or deal with it that way, whereas they're wearing their fur coats and they don't have too many choices.
Fred Strom is the operations manager at the Terre Haute Humane Society. He says he understands you can't always take your pets with you, but once summer rolls around, make sure they're getting that extra attention.
We have to understand as responsible pet owners that if the conditions are too warm for the animal to take it around with you on your travels, then you need to make sure that the animal has a safe, cool place to stay.
Strom says keeping them cool is relatively easy to do.
Outside animals, make sure they always have shade, make sure they always have shelter, make sure they have clean, fresh drinking water, make sure they have some place that they're not going to be in the sun the whole time, and help them just deal with the weather as best you can.
And beyond that, if you take your animal for a walk, check the ground before you go.
You always have to be mindful of the temperature of the ground. So here we have an asphalt parking lot, and we always, on the days that are really hot, put the back of your hand on the asphalt, and if you cannot count to 5 with your hand on that asphalt, it's too hot to walk the dog across it.
Strom says most pets can't sweat, so with their fur coats, it makes the heat that much more for them.
Obviously, they can only pant, they can't sweat, so if they're panting up a storm and drooling or even stop panting, that's even worse, because then they're going to start developing issues because of the heat.
So by following these simple steps, you can help keep your pets safe and cool as we head towards summer. Now, Strom says that if you want to take your animal with you, but you have to leave them in the car for any amount of time, your best option is to just leave them at home where they can stay safe and cool. But for now, reporting live in Terre Haute, Chris Piper, Storm Team 10.
Well, on the